Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in about a month. The truth of the matter is I've been busy at work and busy playing the new World of Warcraft expansion, like a sad little nerd. So we're going to jump straight into this video now. We're motivated, we're going to completely do this, 100%, let's go. We're playing PK Fire, weirdly enough. It's not a tier 1 deck by any means, but it's enough to have some fun with it. You've also got access to a quite degenerate little combo, which I'm going to showcase off at the end of the video. So we're going to jump straight in 3 Tour Guide from the Underworld, amazing in any level 3 centric deck. It's back at 3, we're playing it at 3. Everyone knows what this card does. She is the mommy of Burning Abyss. We play the 1 Rhino. We were playing 2 for a while, but we feel like 1's enough. We play 9 Burning Abyss monsters, so 1 Rhino isn't really too much of an issue. We also play the 6 starters, with one way to search at least one of them. So you're pretty much playing 7 starters in a 40 card deck. That's plenty for us. So our 9 Burning Abyss of choice is 1 Calcab, 1 Alich, 1 Farfa, 1 Scarm, 1 Barbar, 2 Seer, and 2 Graff. Your Burning Abyss monsters, play whatever the hell you want. You can play any number of what you want. The only things that are important are Graff and Seer. Anything else is just pretty much fodder to make with Rhino to go into the combo. Into the Phantom Knights. 3 Torn Scales. This card is amazing for Phantom Knights. Probably one of the best support cards Phantom Knights have ever had. It does so much for the deck. You can discard 1 to Foolish any Phantom Knights card. As well as if a Phantom Knights card in your grave is banished, you can special summon it for free. Other than that, it's just a level 3 warrior. Doesn't sound too fancy, but the effects more than make up for it. Moving on. 3 Cloak. We all know what Cloak does. You banish from the grave to add a Phantom Knights card from your deck to your hand. Keep in mind, it does say the Phantom Knights card and not just Phantom Knights. That is important, and I'll go into more of that as we get further on in the profile. We play the 3 copies of Silent Boots. Again, banish from the grave. This one allows you to add 1 Phantom Knights spell and trap from your deck to your hands. So, Ancient Cloak adds the Phantom Knights. Boots adds Phantom Knights. Keep that in mind. If you decide to play this deck, that is. We play 3 copies of Ragged Gloves. Banish this card from the grave. Send 1 Phantom Knights card from your deck to your grave. So again, it sends 1 Phantom Knights card, not the Phantom Knights. We also play the Phantom Knights of Stained Greaves. We only play this at 1, as it doesn't really do much for the deck. It doesn't make for a good starter, and you can't really do much with it. It's only there as an extender for the Phantom Knights engine. If a Phantom Knights monster is special to your field, you can special this card from your hand, and you can increase its level by 1. That's not mandatory, that is an optional effect. It also has a graveyard effect where you can special summon a Phantom Knights monster from your hand, I believe. Yep. And then you can increase its level by 1. So we play the 1 Reinforcement of the Army to search out any of the Phantom Knight monsters that we play, which is 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 13. So we play 14 Phantom Knights in total, including Reinforcement of the Army. Now moving on to the Phantom Knights traps, we play the 1 Wing, which is our Monster Reborn, 1 Shade Brigandine, which is our extender, and double Fogblade. You can play 3 if you can find space. It is definitely worth playing at 3, but 2 is the minimum amount. We then play the 1 Rank Up Magic. This card is nutty as anything. It's a quick play, so you can play on your opponent's turn, and during the main phase you can banish 1 or more dark monsters from your graveyard to target 1 dark Xyz you control. Special summon from the extra Phantom Knights, Raid Raptor, or Xyz Dragon Xyz monster, whose rank equals that of the targeted monster you control, plus the number of monsters banished. So for example, if we have Dark Rebellion on the field, we banish 1 dark from our grave, we can summon either Dark Requiem or Arc Rebellion. I have seen people go from Dark Rebellion up to Ultimate Falcon, and the way they did that was Dark Rebellion and then just banish 7 monsters from their grave, and then suddenly they got an Ultimate Falcon as well. So we also played the Sky Scourge Combo. This is the degenerate combo of a full hand loop for the small cost of 1,000 life. Its summoning condition sounds complicated, of a light fairy type and 3 dark fiends, but it's easier than you think to pull off. We'll go into that in the combo video at the end. We play the 1 copy of Doomdog to search the Sky Scourge, and then we move on to our extenders, which is a Wielder, Tracker, and Emergency Teleport to search any of them out. We only play 1 of each, as their special summon from hand is once per turn. You can't do it multiple times in each turn. So we just play the one of each. So if we open one, we can do it. If we open both, we can at least get 2 level 3s on the field fairly easy. And then we play the Dragoon engine as well to round off the main deck. Now into the extra, we play the Will Chalice Guard Dragon Almarduk. This sounds a bit weird to play in a PK Fire, but it's only in there for the Sky Scourge combo. To summon it, you have to tribute over 3 link monsters, and the 3 link monsters we usually end on is Rusty Bardiche, Artifact Dagda, and Union Carrier. We'll get into that as we get to them in the extra. We play Dragoon, Standard. Dark Requiem and Arc Rebellion are our rank up targets for Dark Rebellion. If you can find a way to get into if you can find a way to get into Dark Rebellion, you can easily make your plays however the hell you want to do. We play the 2 Break Swords. 1 is enough, but 2's quite nice to have, as it just lets you clear the opponent's board a bit easier. We play the 1 copy of Leviair for a extender, and to also refuel our graveyard back with Phantom Knights. We play the 1 Boral Sword. Don't really need to play it. I just like it as it's an easy OTK enabler, and it's been so easy to make in Burning Abyss forever. Likewise goes with Apollousa. Apollousa is very easy to make in Burning Abyss, so that just gives you a few more monster negates straight off the bat. We play the 1 copy of Rusty, as it is at 1. I would love to play more than 1 and then make some sort of extravagance build, but we have the 1. We all know what Rusty does if we can remember it from the Orcus format. You can send a Phantom Knights monster from your deck to the grave to set 1 spell or trap directly, blah 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 blah. You can target 1 card on the field and destroy it if a Dark Xyz monster is summoned to a zone it points to. If we remember from Orcus format, we often saw that with Dingirsu, which meant your opponent would send and destroy a card. We play the Artifact Dagda. Generic Link 2, but it's a light fairy, which is what we care about. The effect does not apply to us whatsoever. Union Carrier, we use this to attach Doomdog to any dark monster we have on the field at the time, which allows us to search our Sky Scourge later on. We play the Cherubini, because of course we do, and then the Verte Anaconda for the Dragoon plays. This is a pretty tight-knit deck. It does the same thing a lot, and it does it quite well. If you want to make the Sky Scourge combo, all you need is Tour Guide or Torn Scales plus a Phantom Knights monster. If you want to just make generic plays, you can kind of just keep summoning, and you will find yourself summoning a lot with this deck. It is very easy to build a board. So we're going to jump straight into the combo video. Also, I haven't included a side deck, as I just want to leave the side decks up to you guys. I usually have my same side deck I play in a lot of things, you know, your 3 Dark Ruler, no more. A couple of hand traps, so on and so forth. So we're going to jump straight into a combo video. I'm going to showcase the Sky Scourge combo, which is a very easy combo to do. And then I'm also going to put a generic combo in, which ends on about 5 interruptions. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to speak to you all at the end. So here we go with the combo. This can be done with 1 copy of Tour Guide from the Underworld, or we can also have Torn Scales and a PK monster in hand. So we're going to jump straight into it with our normal summon of Tour Guide to summon out our Graff. You can summon the Rhino here if you so choose. In this case, I'm just making out Graff just to make it a bit easier. So we go into a Cherubini, and Graff will activate to summon a Seer. Now, we activate Cherubini's effect and we send the Cloak, mainly because with Rusty, once we use Seer to summon back Cherubini, Rusty will send the Torn Scale. You're supposed to set the Shade Brigandine, but because I opened it, I thought, screw it, I'll set a Fog Blade, as it allows us to have an extra extender when we're in after the Sky Scourge combo. So we're going to carry on then, set and activate the Shades, banish the Cloak to add the boots, so Torn Scale will now activate, make our Union Carrier. Union Carrier target Rusty, equip Doomdog. Then we got to make our Light Fairy link to an Artifact Dagda, and then get rid of them all, tribute them all for Will Chalice Guard Dragon Almarduk, and then Doomdog will activate searching a Sky Scourge. And now we banish the 1 Light Fairy and 3 Dark Fiends, summon the Sky Scourge, pay 1,000, send everything, and then just from there you'll draw a card. You then have the option to make whatever the hell you want. In this case, I chose to activate Fog Blade to summon out the copy of Bardiche, and then we'll also set the Fog Blade off of Boots effect. So that is basically the combo where you'll full hand loop your opponent, and you're always going to end on a Fog Blade. That's guaranteed. Other than the Fog Blade, it all comes down to what you draw and how stacked your graveyard is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this combo. We're going to move on to the Phantom Knights combo next, and that will be it for the video. So here we are with the Phantom Knight combo with Taunt Scale and any Phantom Knight monster. In this case, we're going to use gloves. So we're going to start off with normal summoning our Taunt Scale, and then using its effect to send the gloves to send our Cloak. Cloak's effect is then going to activate to add our Boots, and Boots will special summon itself, giving us access to the Cherubini. Now Cherubini effect is going to activate sending the Graff, and Graff will now summon the Seer, which is always handy. And then Boots, search the rank up, Taunt Scale summon, Leviair effect to summon back the Cloak, and then Seer will summon the Graff. Using Graff and Cherubini, go into Rusty, and Rusty will send the Stained Greaves, as we've already got Gloves Engrave. If you didn't have Gloves Engrave, you would send Gloves, obviously, but as we do, we're going to send the Stained Greaves. So, moving on, we're going to set the Fog Blade, and Gloves are going to send Wing, and Wing will summon out the Greaves for us. Going into Rusty, Rusty's effect is going to Break Sword. Break Sword, summon it back, make him level 4. Go into our Rebellion, and now next turn we have Requiem during our opponent's turn, which is going to end us with 3 monster negates out of Requiem, a set Fog Blade for 4 monster negates, and then we've also got the Rusty Bardiche pop from Requiem being summoned, totaling 5 interruptions. If you opened up any of the extenders I've shown before, you also have the option to end on Dragoon, just for that nice bit of extra power. All in all, guys, that's going to be it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the deck. I know not many people have really played PK Fire at the moment. It's more of a little fun deck. With the combos that I've shown you, I hope you guys can have fun with the deck as well. Make it your own. Do as you wish. Without further ado then, guys, I'm going to bid my farewell. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.